Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Laura Train Mama. Today we're having a look at this newly released out this week Thomas and Friends magazine. It's for July 2026. It's issue 863. So this is of course the Sea Captain Playset. What we're going to do is check out those free gift items, then we're going to look through a skim through of the actual magazine itself. Any stories contained, I will upload them in full separately. Okay, let's dive in. Just taking a moment to appreciate the free gift items alongside the front cover of that magazine. Just removing the cardboard packaging from the free gift items, I do feel that if you were creative, you could use the back cover, which is cardboard, as some kind of treasure map. Let's see what I did there. Okay, just jumping into video mode now, so I'm just going to have a look at the free gift items. I think this is Captain. I think we've seen him before. So let's have a quick look first at this one. Ooh, so some kind of telescope. We've got Thomas. Just try and zoom in properly on Thomas. So I've got Thomas and Friends. There's Thomas. Very deep in thought. Looks like he's having a lovely little daydream wherever he's gone. Okay, so very nice. Let me just have a quick look. Yes. It is a working sort of a telescope. It is zooming in as I look through the eyepiece. Very nice, I like it. So that's that one, which you can put in so that I guess if you had a little bag or something like that, you could pop it in. So let's check out Thomas. So we have got, here's Thomas. Looking at the bodywork there, we've got some nice seagulls. Oh, could do with some little chips in their mouth or something. They're terrible at stealing chips, aren't they? The nautical theme is very nice. Okay, looks like a little compass type of a thing. So as always, these are stickers. You need to be careful how and where you kind of play with these. Any water play, these are not going to withstand the test of time, but any careful play would be just fine. So that's Thomas. Let's check out this one then. So again, the nautical sea captain theme continues. Very nice. Okay, and I think that this is the exact same, I think, as what we've had before. Obviously, if you are receiving this for the first time, it is nice, and hey, it's always nice to have a spare, right? So those are the free gift items. You may want to keep that, but it is totally up to you. So let's dive in now to the skim through of the magazine. Let me clear the decks. Ooh. Lovely. Over on the left-hand side then is the challenge chart. This used to be referred to as Thomas's challenge chart, but it is now your challenge chart. So don't forget to get your pen, pencil or crayon so that you can write your name and own it all for yourself. If you lift out the middle insert, and so it's just the front cover of the magazine, you'll see that this is a double spread challenge chart. Okay. The little stickers that it refers to on the challenge chart are always found in the very centre of the magazine. Over on the right hand side then is Captain to the rescue. It's a colouring opportunity. I hope you've kept those pens, pencils and crayons out because you are going to need them several times through the use of this magazine. Over on the next page then is an activity. It's called Thomas and Captain's Trail. You're going to take Thomas and Captain and your telescope and you're going to follow the trail. Don't forget those pencils from earlier. There are activities you can complete along the way, including counting. And spot the difference type activities. Over on the next page then, I Spy Story Time. It's Skiff and the Mermaid. I'll upload that in full separately. Over on the next page then is Story Quiz. I'll tag that on the end of the story. And over on the right hand side is Colour Match. We're going to be practicing matching up the balloons with their colour. Over on the next page then is a double spread activity with the search and rescue team. Help the search and rescue team solve all their problems. Well, that is a big ask. So specifically, we are going to be helping Fiery Flynn by crossing out 5 of the 6 buckets. We're going to help Harold, who is on the lookout for one of his engine friends. We're going to help Butch, who is driving off-road, practicing the use of a pen, pencil or crayon. And finally, we'll be helping Belle to find the right track. Over on the next page then is Super Shapes. We're going to be counting the circles, squares and triangles. Over at the bottom, we're going to write out how many of each shape we saw. Then over on the right hand side, it's Draw Kana. We're going to use a pencil or a pen or whatever you want really to focus on the outline of Kana. Once you've finished, you can colour her in. Over on the next few pages then are the colouring pages. They do reference All Engines Go and they have been quite helpfully grouped together. And then over on the next page is Count with the Search and Rescue Team. How many birds are flying with Harold? Count the buckets of water with Belle. How many fires does Flynn need to put out? Count the fish Captain can see. And how many log piles does Butch need to move from the road? Over on the next page then is an activity. It's called Ashima in India. What we're going to do is have a close look at that big picture of Ashima, and what we're going to do is have a look at then the little pictures around the outside. For example, there's a little monkey. What we're doing is looking for the little monkey in the big picture. Okay, when you've found what you're looking for, you can tick it off. Over on the next page then is an activity called Busy Engines. We're going to take those stickers from the very centre of the magazine and we're going to complete the images. When you finish the scene, you could use it as a poster for your wall, really, couldn't you? Over on the next page then is a Spot the Difference activity. We're going to look at picture A and picture B and try and find 7 differences between the 2 pictures. Every time that you see a difference, you can colour in the stars at the top. And then over at the bottom, you can draw your favourite search and rescue team member here. Or maybe you could just draw yourself and pretend that you are a member of the search and rescue team. Do whatever you like, really. Over on the next page then is Story Time, Emily Saves the World. I'll upload that in full separately. Over on the next page then is a little advert followed by the second page of the challenge chart. And then here is just a very quick look at the back cover of this magazine. That brings us to the end of this Thomas & Friends magazine skim through. It's for the magazine for July 2026. It was issue 863. I really hope that you enjoyed listening along with me today, and if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button. Do you have this magazine at home? Are you enjoying it? Let me know. All of those stories that I talked about earlier, I will upload separately. I'm going to aim to do that today, after this one basically. So give me about 10 minutes, pop back on and they should be there. All right then, have a fabulous day. Bye everyone.